Hey man, speaking of printing money,
Jimmy on the spot, Jimmy on the spot, Jimmy on the spot. He's the one you got. Any jam you bring, he'll coach it to the top. Jimmy on the spot, Jimmy on the spot.
I thought we
Wait,
agreed
so
on. I thought we agreed on Van Halen.
no man.
wait. How come Jimmy gets a cool song and I get what sounds like the Drunken Beach Boys
Are you kidding?
uh
Your song's epic.
60th
Come on.
reunion tour or something like that? So
Don't
Jimmy's a
make me
cool
play it because
song.
I'll do it right now.
Well, Jimmy's a cool song. How you doing, Jimmy?
It is cool, man.
You notice my
Yeah.
shelter?
So Jimmy on the spot here,
Clear water. Clear water.
Carl, I got the Partridge Family. What are you talking about, brother?
Yeah.
come on.
Hey, I like the Partridge Family, man. And all kidding aside, in Maria and in one of her cars, it still has the old discs, CD things, and I think it holds like six of them. One of them, honest to gosh, is David Cassidy's greatest hits.
No way.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, you look a lot like him, Carl. That's probably
I've been
Yeah.
measured against him my whole married life.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
that's
Like
not been easy.
spitting image, man.
difference is-
Unbelievable.
The difference is, and not being mean or anything, I'm alive. I'm still here.
Just
You know,
sing I
so-
Think I Love You to her, and that'll melt her, brother, for sure.
Yeah.
God. All right. Let's get rocking and rolling here, guys. Okay, we got Jimmy on the spot today. A lot of you guys are going to be on Call Stars, right? Jimmy on the spot is where we can get some quick coaching, right? Quick coaching. So, what do you guys need help with? If you're going to be on Call Stars, if you're have some anxiety, maybe something like that, you're going to get plenty of coaching on Call Stars as well, right? But we got Jimmy on the spot here who can help with anything. Carl White's here. So today is kind of, Carl used to call it popcorn, and we can go around and popcorn if we need to. Just check in with people, see where they need help.
I got a popcorn question to ask Jimmy. Can I start off?
Absolutely.
I get this question. The single question I get asked the most, literally, is, "Hey Jimmy, it's August 17th.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, just being honest, I've kind of fallen off the wagon a little bit. My business is down a little bit, and I need a quick bolster, like not 6 months from now. I need some loans like right now. What action can I take that will put loans in my pipeline the fastest? Oh, and Jimmy, I need to do it on a budget because I already told you I'm a little behind the eight ball here a little bit. What's the fastest way to put loans in my pipeline for somebody that's on a budget, which frankly is maybe all of us?
I would call every lead I didn't convert for the last 18 months.
Mm.
I would do it all day. I would sign up to Call Star Blitz and I would do that all day, and I'd go back 2 years. I'd go back 3 years. I would. Any lead I didn't convert, so any lead that didn't get pre-approved, I'd start with those, and then I'd start in reverse. If I could sort it easily, Carl, I would start with people I pre-approved that didn't buy over the last 3 years, and then second, I would call any lead I got that maybe I didn't convert to pre-approval that I also didn't close. 18 months for sure. And, if you get 25, 30 leads a month, what is that? 400 people?
So I'm calling, like, let's say, I'm looking at my leads here, and dude, I don't even know where this come from. I'm not sure if I even talked to them. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm honestly, I'm not really sure. I could go on my CRM and I could do some research, but I know if I start doing that, I get on a rabbit hole and I don't actually get it done anything. So I got this name. It says Jim Yarrington on it. What do I say?
Yeah. So if you were using referral tracker and you knew at least about when, like the month, that'd be nice. But if not, it doesn't matter. But if you did, you'd be like, hey, my name's Jim, and you got referred to me back in, gosh, it was August of 25 by Susie Wright, a good friend of mine who's also a realtor. And I was calling to follow up and see, like, what are you up to these days? Like, did you buy a house? Did you move? Tell me about your house. I would follow up with all those leads and just start talking. And then I would say, the question I would ask them is, did you ever buy a house? If they say no, say why not. If they say yes, what have you done to it?
So if they say no, why not? Now I'm telling you what my problem is so that you can offer solutions to it. I get that one. Yes, we did buy One,
Where'd
two,
you buy it?
three.
I would just start talking about your house because
And what where
everybody
you
loves
go
your house.
where so I know where you're going on the I didn't close. I know where you're going with that is like, hey, solve a problem, let's get you back in the market, right? I get that one.
Mhm.
If we closed, where is that call going? Like what's your goal on that call? You as a loan officer, what's your goal on that call?
So they closed, they bought a house without me. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. What's your goal?
My goal is to learn about the house and get them talking about it. So because within the first 90 days to 6 months, people go into an average of 60 or 75 grand in debt when they buy a home. So I may be able to do a cash out refi or a refinance and debt consolidate.
Hmm.
So I'm looking for a refinance if they bought a house. The first step is to get them talking about it.
Got
What
it.
did they do? What did they do? What do they want to do? And then I'd say, gosh, I've been doing loans a long time, and there's actually an article in the National Association of Realtors, believe it or not, that says that the average homeowner goes into debt within the first 6 months, an average of $72,000,
Wow. Hmm.
and just see what their response is. I did
So
that. The drapes, the carpets. I had to redo this, that, and the other thing, and look for a loan opportunity.
so on the first scenario, if I didn't buy, get me back in the market. If I did buy, either a refi now or a future refi.
That's right.
Cool. Thank you, man. Great answer.
And a referral possibly too.
And
Jim
a
Yarrington
referral.
has his hand up. What do you got, Jim?
Hey, Jimmy, how are you this morning?
Awesome. How are
Good.
you?
I'm doing well. Hey, I'm having some success with coffee meetings. I put in the chat there. What would be your top four follow-ups after a coffee meeting?
After a coffee meeting,
Yes, sir.
so I put them on my Monday realtor call list, or I put them into my 1,000 database. So if they're qualified, you probably didn't meet them for coffee if you're following the guidelines, right? So they're qualified. I add them to my Monday realtor call list, and I use that sheet I taught you where I take a piece of paper for everybody on my realtor list. Like my 40 realtor list is like an amoeba. You know what an amoeba is? It's constantly moving and changing, right? An amoeba is constantly changing shape. My 40 realtor list, the bottom 10 are constantly being kind of rooted out. So I would add new people to my realtor list, and I use the quadrants. So the four things are talk about new leads. So if I call a realtor that I had a coffee with and it's the first Monday, I would call them and I don't have any leads from them yet. I'm thinking four things. I'm thinking leads that we're working on, pre-approvals that we're working on, invite them to something like the monthly mastermind that we do for you where we have a top realtor, or share a sales tip or a loan program. So those are the four things I talk about. So if I don't have any leads on the first time I call them on a Monday, I would call them and I'd be like, "Hey, Carl, what's happening? How are you, man?"
Good.
ROI, good. So I just met him for coffee, right? So it's okay. I call them and follow up. So don't be shy. And I would be casual because I just met him for coffee. Don't be formal. Hey, Carl, what's happening, man? It's Monday morning. What are you up to?
Just got back from a vacation and getting ready to get back to it, buddy.
That was a quick vacation. We met for coffee on Thursday. Where'd you go?
Well, I went to Yellowstone is where I went.
Oh, you must have a jet. That's awesome.
You must have a jet.
Hey, I just got back from Detroit. I went to a wedding. And did you know this last weekend in Detroit is America's largest car show? I lucked out.
Really?
I went for a wedding. I swear it's the largest cruise in the world. Um,
Dream cruise.
so I get to the work this morning. I got my calendar in front of me, and my 3 o'clock appointment had to reschedule. So I have a free hour today. And I know when we met, we were talking about making more business together. And I taught you that follow up referral back thing that we do. I was thinking with that hour that I have today, do you have any old leads, like old ones I can call and try to convert some appointments for you?
You know, I I don't know who would say no to that, honestly. Like you're offering to make a conversion of leads that I didn't convert
Mm.
and that I didn't talk. What have I got to lose?
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's an
like
easy ask.
that's an easy ask.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's how but like to the point of the story for me is I have to do something for them that others won't do because the coffee meeting is great, but statistically it's only one out of every 10 coffee meeting that's going to stay around for more than 6 months, right? Three of them of the coffee meetings are going to say they're going to work with me, but one of them is actually going to stick. I got to do a lot of coffee meetings to build my realtor pool that stick.
Yeah.
right? It's 10-3-1. And so I think that I've got to find something that I'm going to do for them that no one else is. And that's an easy one.
That's good, man. There's a Chris Shear
Yeah.
said we mentioned that first time dialer, long time listener, going for 100 calls and 30 conversations. Can you unmute, Chris, or you around? Hello,
Sure,
Chris.
Frank.
Hey,
Chris, what's
hey,
happening?
Chris. So let me ask you. So you're going for 100 calls and 30 conversations. What's your list? Who, when you say 100, is it Realtor? Is it database? Is it, what is it?
Well, I'm going to start with my Focus 40. I usually make 40 calls on Mondays as it is, and then I'll flow into the people that have been pre-approved over the last 12 months, follow up with them, see where they're at. And then I've just got a database of 1,200 people. Just smile and dial from there.
Nice. Jimmy, what do you think about that approach? Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, so I was thinking about the mastermind to invite them to. So you got a database of 1,200 realtors?
No, 1,200 people,
Oh, of your
Past
past
clients.
clients? Yeah. And
a
then
mixture.
yeah, so the biggest challenge I ever such an extreme word. The most scared I ever was at the beginning of a workday, besides going on stage. Like if I'm going to go on stage that day, I get pretty little nervous. Actually, not a lot of nervous. But the most nervous I ever was, I made a commitment to call 100 realtors in one day that I didn't know,
Mm,
and and my offer was either a meeting if they were close enough in person, and if they weren't, to invite. I was an invitation to the realtor mastermind, and I wasn't allowed to have anybody that was too far away to meet in person. So I had to ask all these people for meetings. And you know what I found?
no.
I played with the bait. Like, I'm a fan of your student of your business, follow up, refer back. I played with different things that I talked. And the weirdest thing is, I didn't really notice that one was tremendously better than the other. In fact, it was indeterminable for me.
Mm-hmm.
But what mattered most is whether I was laughing or not.
Hmm.
Like if I was having fun and a little more casual, I had a way better success rate than if I was like, "Hey, this is Jim with Summit Funding, and I blah 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 blah." It was like it doesn't matter what my offer was, but if I was myself, I would say challenge yourself and call more realtors and be a bigger version of yourself. Be a version of yourself that your family gets to see.
Mm.
I really think it's powerful. Like I'm at my best when I'm me, when I'm not worried about my hair or if I brushed my teeth. I'm not worried about that. But if I'm on the phone or on Zoom with a realtor and I'm me for real, which I like to have fun at work. I like to goof around a little bit and I like to laugh and I like to smile. And if I'm doing that while I'm calling, it took me about 27 or 30 calls before I could finally be myself. But the 70 after that, I was much better. And so if you're looking to try something that's a little scary but has some big results, that's something.
Okay.
That's such an interesting thing to think about. I don't think we bring that up too much.
Yeah, be yourself,
You
man.
know, I
Everybody
mean,
knows when you're. There's no. What's this? What's the line is? There's no future in your front, right? People know, and it's a turnoff. And the energy is. I believe in energy, man. I believe in everything's frequency. I know we're getting into weird scientific stuff for a minute, but I believe everything is frequency, like vibration. And if you're not flowing, your vibration is unattractive. So be you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they say no. I like it. The worst thing I could ever have is a quick yes from a realtor because I know they're just pacifying me.
mm,
I love an objection.
it's yeah, it's like I met with Jeremy Forcier once a long time. You know Jeremy,
Yeah,
right?
by the way,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah. This is years and years ago. We went into his office, and me and Brian were just flies on the wall. Wanted to see, how he made his calls. It was interesting. I'm not saying we should do this, but you're reminding me of it. Is before every call he made, he would literally say, "People like me, and I'm just here to help." And he kind of jazzed himself up, and then when he got on the call, it was very, like you said, energetic and uplifting. The tone of his voice was there, and it made a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever
You
you,
know,
whatever you
I
got to do to have fun with it, I think.
And something
mm,
you've taught me, Jimmy, is make the easy calls first. I always thought, let's make the hard ones first to get them out of the way. But the problem is, then I walk into round two with a black eye and a broken arm,
You
and
know, my
I,
dad, my
Yeah.
dad got his real estate license after he retired, so he counts. He's never done a real estate transaction in his life, but he's a licensed realtor. So I call my dad first. To your point, easy gets me
yeah,
going
Yeah.
because once I
first one,
dial once, I'll keep dialing. It's getting started that's difficult. Keeping it going is easy.
first call of the day is calling his dad. I thought that was just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Great way to
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
It's cool. Dave, you got your hand up real fast, brother.
Yep, absolutely. One last question, Jimmy.
Yep.
If I'm going, how do I pivot when I'm doing my cold calls with realtors? So if I'm going in with my script that I'll help you make $120,000 over the next 10 to 12 months guaranteed, and they say, oh, no, I'm all set, meaning, I don't need any more money. What's the best way to pivot to the next most important thing to them, which
Agree
is
with them.
likely saving them time?
Yeah, agree with them. Like when they do that, that's a brush off, right?
Yep.
Because I don't have enough money, and I got kind of a lot of money. What do you call it, Carl? A deca millionaire?
Yeah.
I like that word. Like literally a deca millionaire, and I'm still working. So it's a brush off, right? So when people brush you off, they're looking for you to get defensive. It's kind of like they're testing you, whether they realize it or not. This is my mindset. I don't know if I'm right. I'm no psychologist, but this is what I think, right? So they kind of brushed me off. Oh, I'm good. I don't need another 120 grand. Said no one ever, right? So it's like they gave me a little curveball and they want to see if I can hit. I'm like, good for you. How did you do that? I, listen, I'm a student of success, and if you don't need another 10 closings this year, I need to be a student of yours. Can I come and learn from you for 15 minutes? Hey, listen, I'll pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.